Hello and welcome to Designing Technology at Heathcote School. At Heathcote we have lesson starters called Do Nows. Here we would like you to do some materials research. Can you find or think of products made from the following materials: wood, metal and plastic? Here's a question for you. What properties would you associate with the product or material you have researched? Is it tough, soft? Is it flexible, rigid, transparent, or is it shiny? Or can you think of another name to describe its property? The learning objectives for this activity are to understand the design process and to learn how to respond to a design brief. We would also like you to try and do some independent study or homework. We would like you to produce a final design presentation that could be used in a magazine, shop window display or website. This should be of your product that you're going to design today. We will place your work on display when you start at the school, and there will be a laser cut prize for the most amazing entries. We look forward to seeing your work. So what is designing technology? Well, at Heathcote School, design and technology comprises of 6 different subjects. You will do product design. That's where you use wood, metal and plastic to create new and exciting products using tools such as saws, drills and chisels, as well as lots of different workshop machinery. Graphic design is where you use paper and card to create compliant material products. Textiles is where you use a sewing machine and fabrics to create exciting new ideas, and your first project is an ugly toy project. In food nutrition, this is where you get to cook using different ingredients and different cooking techniques. In electronics, you will make working products that include circuit boards and components, and you will join these together using the process of soldering. And uniquely to Heathcote School, you will also get a chance to study Design Engineer Construct, where you will create building designs using BIM, which is Building Information Modeling. So if you aspire to be an architect or something in the built environment, then Design Engineer Construct may be the subject for you. You will experience all of these subjects in Key Stage 3, and then you get an option to choose one of these subjects to specialise in at GCSE and A level. So getting back to our task for today, you will always work from a design brief in this subject, and your design brief today includes the following details. You have been approached by a stationery retailer to create a design for a new range of insect-based stationery. One of their ranges will include a ladybird themed set of stationery. Your task is to design a pencil holder that fits the ladybird theme. The product must be able to hold at least one pencil. So our first learning objective was to understand the design process. At Heathcote School, we teach you 7 stages to the design process. You analyse the project, and then you research some possible ideas. Then you design suitable solutions, and you plan how you're going to make your idea. Then you will manufacture your product. You will then test it and evaluate it, trying to understand whether it was the best outcome or not, and what you might do next time. You will follow this design process in each of your rotations. At Key Stage 3, you will spend 10 weeks in each of your DT subjects before moving on and tackling a new project going through this specific design process. Analysis. So what are the key points of the design brief? For me, there are 2 key points to consider when creating your design. The product should be ladybird themed, and it should hold at least one pencil. Research. What do we need to find out? What does a ladybird look like? What are the dimensions of a pencil? What does our target client group want? As you can see, there are many different species of ladybird. The most commonly known pattern is red with black spots. This may be the best pattern to go for when developing your product, as it will be most recognizable to your target client group. You have been given the specific measurement of 7 millimeters for the diameter of a pencil. This means that if you plan to drill a hole or have a space to fit a pencil, it must be at least 7 millimeters in diameter. How long is a pencil? Well, I guess this depends on how many times you sharpened it. But generally speaking, a pencil is 120 millimeters in length, and that means that you will need to consider this when designing your pencil holder to ensure that it is fit for purpose. Now it's time to start sketching. Using a pencil and a piece of paper, create a series of designs for your ladybird themed product. The examples shown all have their own different designs and themes, and yours is to create your own new design theme for your specific target client group. Good luck. In design and technology, we create specifications. These are lists of features that our product will include. For example, the function of the product should be that it can store at least one pencil. The form, or the way it looks, should be it has a red background with black spots. Materials, well, we might decide to make the product out of plywood, and we give the justification that this is a renewable material, so it can be replaced. And in terms of finish, perhaps a varnish finish will be used for the product, as this will make it easy to clean. Here, this is an example of a design specification that you will develop in this subject. Unfortunately, due to this being a remote lesson, it will not be possible to make your product today. However, when you start at Heathcote School, please do speak to your teachers in design and technology, and we will give you an opportunity to make a pencil holder. If you wanted to develop your own product, we could also speak about doing that as an after-school club, of which there are many in design and technology. Once you have created your ideas, it is important that you test them. Using someone nearby, ask them to look at your ideas and explain the details to them. Then gain their feedback and record this. You may want to do this by writing the ideas down or color coding your responses, with the positive ones in green and the ones that are less positive perhaps in red. So what was your feedback, and what conclusions can you draw from it? What works well about your idea? How could you improve your idea? Consider creating a drawing of your design modification. How are you going to improve your design based on the feedback that you gained? So do you think you could list the 7 stages of the design process now? Did we manage to cover the design process today? What was difficult to do? Was there anything we couldn't do? I look forward to meeting you when you start in September. I think you're really going to enjoy secondary school, and I know you're going to love being at Heathcote School the same way that I love being here. Your design and technology education is excellent, and we look forward to providing you with a first-class experience when you start. See you in September.